It's Thursday, the 9th of May, 2024. Welcome to the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Good morning, Michael.
Sean, 5 stories, 5 minutes. Let's go. Story number 1. COVID is finally over for Qantas, with premium class bookings at record levels as air travel brushes off not just COVID, but higher interest rates and the cost of living crisis.
Demand for seats in the airline's first business and premium economy class cabins is stronger than ever. According to CEO Vanessa Hudson, overall demand on Qantas's domestic and international network continues to be really good, she said. She expects Qantas's international capacity to return to pre-COVID levels this month, while premium economy is proving to be the industry's most profitable class of travel. She said the airline has been reaching 90% on-time performance levels in the past week, and overall the carrier is back to its pre-COVID capacity. She also said demand for Jetstar travel, or as she put it, more value-based decisions, was strong.
Sean, what did Vanessa Hudson say about improving the airline's reputation, given it did concede this week that it had misled passengers immediately after COVID and agreed to pay $120 million in penalties?
Well, according to media reports, Ms. Hudson struck a positive and conciliatory tone. One thing going for her, at least on the PR front, is that she isn't Alan Joyce, her predecessor. Notwithstanding this week's settlement with the ACCC, she said the job isn't done yet when it comes to repairing Qantas's brand. She said the national carrier needs to ensure that recent improvements in flight reliability are consistently delivered if the airline is to win back disaffected customers. Basically, it has to arrive on time, depart on time, and beat competitors on reliability if it wants people to pay premium prices. That's particularly important for Qantas because it has such a large share of the business travel market. Being on time also avoids all the costs incurred by having to shuffle crews around and planes around, and that's good for the bottom line.
Story number 2, Sean. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers says that next week's budget will contain initiatives to meet chronic housing shortages. And he also says that he hasn't given up on the government's target of building 1.2 million new homes over the next 5 years.
Dr. Chalmers told ABC Radio that he's concerned about the lack of homes in the building pipeline, and there'll be more investing announced in the budget next week, including $90 billion to train more apprentices, which translates to 20,000 fee-free TAFE placements for builders. Dr. Chalmers said the government's already put $25 billion into 17 different housing projects. Now, last August, National Cabinet agreed on an ambitious target of 1.2 million new homes over 5 years, starting 1 July this year. It's about 240,000 new homes a year. Currently, the run rate is closer to 160,000 new homes, Michael.
Sean, story number 3, private equity group KKR will buy Perpetual's wealth management and corporate trust business for $2.18 billion, though it seems the deal wasn't exactly welcomed by investors, with the group's share price closing down 7% yesterday.
After a months-long strategic review that included several potential buyers, KKR will take the wealth and trust parts of Perpetual, while the rest, an asset manager with $227 billion under management, will operate on its own and be debt-free. The name Perpetual will be owned by KKR, and the asset management business will have to rebrand. Perpetual is expected to use the proceeds from the sale to pay down debt and tax, and will likely to have some capital left over to return to shareholders. CEO Rob Adams will retire once the deal is completed. That's expected to be early next year, though there are some regulatory hurdles to jump through yet. Investors were critical about the lack of detail yesterday, and some shareholders expressed sadness about the loss of the Perpetual name. Been around since 1886, started as a trustee company, and one of its originators was actually Sir Edmund Barton, Australia's first ever PM.
Yeah, it's a bit of history there. Story number 4, Apple has unveiled new iPads featuring what it called, quote, an outrageously powerful chip for AI, demonstrating really what is the tech giant's growing focus on artificial intelligence services.
The company launched the M4 chip for its latest iPad Pro devices just months after it introduced the M3 alongside new Macs in October. AI developers' insatiable demand for computing power is driving big tech companies like Apple and Nvidia to increase the pace at which they push out more powerful processors capable of handling vast amounts of data. Chip design has become a vital capability for the world's richest tech companies. Microsoft's into it, Amazon is, so too Google. They've all unveiled new processors focused on AI in the past few months, according to the Financial Times. Apple hailed the combination of M4's central processing unit, graphics processor, and dedicated AI capabilities as a big step forward over its previous chips.
Last one, Sean. Story number 5. Walt Disney shares fell nearly 10%, the most in 18 months, after the company reported a weak outlook for growth in streaming and visits to its theme parks.
Disney added more than 6 million subscribers worldwide in the March quarter to its core Disney Plus streaming offering, which of course includes Bluey, your favourite show, Michael. Losses in the direct-to-consumer streaming business, which includes ESPN Plus, narrowed. That's the good news. But Disney doesn't expect subscriber growth this quarter, and profitability in streaming will suffer from additional expenses for the cricket rights in India. In fact, Disney Star India paid about $5 billion for 5 seasons of Indian cricket. According to Bloomberg, revenue at Disney's theme parks rose 10%, operating income was up 12%, but this quarter, cruise ship expenses are going to hit the bottom line.
All right, that's it for the top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Thursday, the 9th of May, 2024. Remember to hit follow on the podcast. If 5 minutes isn't enough, you can find our longer daily show called Fear and Greed wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed. Have a great day.